So we have a factory. Machines A, B and C are all producing metal rods of the same length. Machine A has a 35% probability of making that. Machine B has a 25% probability, and the rest are machine C. So we see we have basically three options. So, and the question goes like this: option 1, option 2, option 3. So option 1 is machine A, option 2 is machine B, and option 3 is machine C. Now the probability for option A is 35%, that means 0.35, and the probability of machine B is 25%, that is 0.25, and the probability for machine C, so it's basically from 100%, so 0.35 plus 0.25 is 0.6, so 1 minus 0.6 is 0.4. So as we know that the total probability is 1, so this one can be calculated by subtracting all of it from 1. Now what we have is, of their production of rods, machine A, B and C, they produce defective material. So they can be defective. That's like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, meaning defective or not defective, defective or not defective, defective or not defective. Now if it is machine A, so the defective is 3%, that means 0.03 is the probability of being defective. If it is machine B, it is 6%, so there is a 0.06 probability of being defective. If it is machine C, the probability of being defective is 0.05, so this is 0.05. Now we can find the probability of not defective by subtracting from 100%. So 1 minus 0.03 is 0.97, 1 minus 0.06 is 0.94, 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95. So this is how it goes. So this is the tree diagram. Now the next question is, find the probability that a randomly selected rod is, so beer 1, produced by machine A and is defective. So this is basically A and D. So the probability of machine A is 0.35, and means multiplication, the probability of being defective is 0.03, and by that we can calculate the probability. So 0.35 multiplied by 0.03, and that is 0.0105. So that is the probability, and it is basically 1%. There's a very low probability if you convert this to percentage. Now the next one is, this is a very common question: find the probability that the object would be defective. So the object can be defective in 3 ways. It's a very common question. It can be produced by machine A and then be defective. So in that case it would be 0.35 multiplied by 0.03, which we just calculated. Or it can be produced by machine B and be defective. So we have basically 3 permutations over here. Or it can be produced by machine C and it can be defective, 0.4 multiplied by 0.05, and that is going to give us the probability of the machines being defective. So the probability is 0.0455. Now the next question is, given that a randomly selected rod is defective, so whenever there's a question that this information is given, that would be basically divided. So the probability of defective is 0.0455. That is the given that it is defective. So that is now the total probability. Find that it would be produced by machine C. So it is already given that it is defective, and to be produced by machine C, that means it has to be produced by machine C and be defective, since it is given that it is defective. So in that case it would be 0.4 and 0.05, and the probability is 0.439. That's the probability.